What's the difference between summer squash and winter squash, and why does it matter? So I've been doing some research on squashes because unlike a lot of other gardeners, I have really tough time growing any kind of squash. We have very bad squash beetles. Where I live in zone 7B, it's very wet outside, and so our squashes are super susceptible to like molds and blights and all kind of nasty things. I'm bound and determined to find a variety that works, but it's not always easy. However, the great thing about growing your own food or gardening is that you get to try things that you might not normally find. So here we have the loofah gourd. You can actually eat these if you pick them small, but they're what those loofah sponges are made out of. It's a very big plant. I got these organic winter squash seeds. I mean, look how beautiful that is. So this is a winter squash, and they take a lot longer. So a lot of squash plants you can grow, zucchinis and so on. They only take between like 55 to 65 days. A lot of winter squash will take much longer, like 90, 100 days. Um, these moonbeam squash, look how beautiful. These are 50 days, but these acorn, or excuse me, Burgess buttercup squash, these take 95 days, and the skin on the outside is firmer, whereas like this one is a summer squash and the skin is thinner. So these are more what you'll see where you can fry them up, cook them up. And these are ready for in 48 days, and these are actually a container friendly variety. And last year I grew these birdhouse gourds, and these actually did pretty good, but these are not so much for me for eating. I was using them so that I could dry out the gourd and actually make little birdhouses. But this is a fun variety, and I didn't seem to have too much trouble with this one. Also, the plant is really beautiful. The flowers are so soft. It looks almost ethereal when it's growing. Oh, and the hummingbirds loved, loved, love, love, love. But for me, I'm going to try something that is a shorter growing season. So these are only 45 days. And what I'm thinking is if I can start them indoors and get them outside or direct sow them outside, it'll only be 45 days, and hopefully I can catch it. They'll be ready to harvest before like the squash beetles or it gets too hot and sticky and wet here. So there's all kind of varieties that you could try. Have fun picking what you want to do. Get out there and grow. Happy gardening.